riding like crazy, Sam? The only thing I see of you is this little cloud of dust, what I think of your truck.
Schön.
Whoa! Where's she go chicken? Still long 2 minutes. Well, it's even her little slow one. She just walks, still almost touch the ground and then slide.
Which I remember was this where Stevens or Kristen Dickerson?
Which shoes were?
So wird Erstellt. Jetzt kann ich wieder lachen.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on a 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road, barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday. Sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. be back home again. Oh, the time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers feather soft on me, the kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness of living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home, like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove, the light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. You know it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's good to be back home again.
I don't know why I act the way I do, like I ain't got a single thing to lose. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. I guess that's just the cowboy in me. I got a life that most would love to have, but sometimes I still wake up fighting mad. And where this road I'm heading down might lead, I guess that's just the cowboy in me. The urge to run, the restlessness, the heart of stone I sometimes get, the things I've done for foolish pride, the me that's never satisfied, the face that's in the mirror when I don't like what I see. I guess that's just the cowboy in me. The heart of stone I sometimes get, the things I've done for foolish pride, the me that's never satisfied, the face that's in the mirror when I don't like what I see. I guess that's just the cowboy in me. Girl, I know there's times you must have thought there ain't a line you've drawn I haven't crossed, but you set your mind to see this love on through. I guess that's just the cowboy in you. We ride, never worry about the fall. I guess that's just the cowboy in us all.
pushing horns weren't easy like the movie said it was. And I don't recall no dance hall girls or hotel rooms with rugs. You worked hot and tired and nasty, rode your pony's head too low. And they were all the nights you couldn't sleep, 'cause it was too damn cold, and you'd sing Strawberry Roan in a Little Joe. Like the time we hit the river and the rains began to fall, and the water was rising so damn fast we thought it drowned us all. We lost a lot of steers that day and 4 or 5 good mounts. But when all the boys rode into camp, we knew that's what counts, and we sang Yippee-Ki-Yay and Amazing Grace. Or the night that broke behind us and it took us by surprise, I whistled out to Bonner, I seen the terror in his eyes. And he rode for all his horse would ride, and I know he done his best. But he crossed over Jordan, riding Dunny to his death. And we sang, bringing in the sheaves and the rugged cross. Cowboy, he's not wrecked by his choice. He never meant to bow them legs or put that gravel in his voice. He's just chasing what he really loves and what's burning in his soul. Wishing to God that he'd been born 100 years ago. Still singing Strawberry Roan in a Little Joe.
Telephone rang about 9:15. She heard his voice on the other end of the line. She wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his cause might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long. Never got a chance to ride or call. And I know this rodeo's been hard on us all. but I'll be home soon. And honey, is there something wrong? She said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. He left that phone dangling off the hook, then slowly turned around and gave it one last look. And then he just walked away. He aimed his truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, he could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, you could still hear her say, she said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind.
Old Red was one of the orneriest yet I'd seen at the big rodeo. He'd bite you and kick you and stomp out your life. Old Red had never been rode. Meaner than sin, wild as the wind that blew on the Montana plains. Old Red was one of the last of his breed and wasn't about to be tamed. From Idaho, a young cowboy came to ride in the big rodeo. The young cowboy's name was Billy McLean, and Billy had never been throwed. The greatest desire filled a young Billy's heart to ride this old outlaw called Red. He drew him one day and I heard Billy say, I'll ride him or drop over dead. Old Red was wicked down there in the chute. He was kicking and stomping about. Billy dropped into the saddle with ease and yelled, turn him loose, let us out. Old Red came out with his head on the ground. His back hooves were touching his nose, trying to get rid of the man on his back, but the man went wherever he'd go. Billy was raking Old Red with his spurs from his tail to the tip of his chin. He was doing right well, but Billy could tell this outlaw would never give in. Old Red was running straight for the fence, suddenly stopping, and then he reared on his hind legs, then fell on his back, taking poor Billy with him. There was a hush in the crowd, and they knew this would be Billy's last ride. The saddle horn crushed Billy's chest when they fell, and under Old Red Billy died. Old Red lay still, no more would he move. The cowboys that seen it could tell. In trying to throw Billy off of his back, Old Red broke his neck when he fell. Out in the west is a place where they rest this cowboy that never was thrown. And 1 foot away, resting there neath the clay, is the outlaw that never was rode.
Pretty as an angel from the day that she was born. Skin as fair as lilies, hair as golden as the corn. They knew that she was special from the moment she first cried. She was a mountain angel certified. She was her mama's baby, she was her daddy's pride. Good at home, at church and school, at everything she tried. Everybody's darling, led a charmed and peaceful life. The perfect mountain angel till he arrived. Oh, she fell so deeply. Oh, she couldn't stop. She gave herself to him, yielded completely. He lifted her so high and let her drop. She gave up everything for him that mattered in her life. All the others that had loved her, and she vowed to be his wife. She dreamed of bearing children in an ivy-covered house. The mountain angel's sunshine turned to clouds. The wicked, handsome stranger left the way he came. Broke her heart and broke her mind. She never was the same. They say he was the devil that had come to steal her soul. She never loved another, it was told. She had a baby. Some say that it had died. They say it's just as well as it had been the devil's child. They say good conquers evil, but here evil won the prize. So the mountain angel took to the wild.